certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Nix. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Nix. Flushed out right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Corliss Waitman now. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start the drive with White. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Mayfield on play action. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's out wide for Palmer. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Nix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 3rd down, Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. He finds his man. Complete. That's Franklin. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw. Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They've got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. A final shot before break. Nix. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now 2nd and 5. On the draw, here's White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Run, run, run.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Nix. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nix eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mayfield going to switch things up here. On second down, they'll run with White. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. White running to the left. Down to the 42, second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And now they'll shift things around.
Regular. Hey, alert.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Regular.
White, he'll try the left side. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
King.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Throwing on first down. Nix. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
The pass there complete to Sutton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 102 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one. And one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season